can't believe it's been a year since we did this last time.
I can't believe it's not butter.
This is Third Rate Minion, and Third Rate Minion's been about over a year old now.
Yeah, almost.
And last year we discussed E3.
Yeah, funny thing.
It's E3 now. E3 2011.
I almost said 10.
I almost said 10, but your subconscious told me not to.
Yes.
And I listened very well to your subconscious.
Good. What is it saying now?
It's saying we should get moving on with the actual
Yes,
predictions.
we're going to talk about each of the major companies and their conferences.
Yeah.
We're doing an order with Microsoft, Sony, and then with Nintendo,
And
then third parties.
And then, of course, we're going to have a special one that happens after the fact, where we talk after all
Post-mortem.
Post-mortems and talking about all the shows. Last year we did Ubisoft and Square Enix. I think we had one too. We didn't do Konami, which we should have done because that was one of the funniest presentations I've ever done. So we're going to get right into it because we've already been talking for about 2 minutes.
So let's...
Microsoft. Is that what you're thinking, right?
Yeah,
okay.
totally what I'm thinking.
Microsoft is going to be walking in this E3 with a big grin on their face.
Guess how many Kinects we sold?
A ton! We sold 12
million
of them. Since the new console, which we gave away to all you people, you got the system. The system has been going up.
It's truly been a re-relaunch.
I go on to say that with the Kinect and the new design, Microsoft could essentially have said that they've made a new console.
Yes, this is pretty much what it
is.
The
Xbox 3, with the change, they changed the OS heavily. They changed the concept of the system heavily. It might as well have been a new system.
I think Microsoft's got the gloating rights this year.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to be spending a lot of time. But
we're not here to talk about the gloat. We're talking about the games because Microsoft's good about talking about games.
Yes.
Their conferences are usually game announcement, game announcement, game announcement. Sometimes too many.
And they do hands-on, too, even if it's only a minute or two. Whereas Sony would do montages and Nintendo would do announcements of games through their press site. But so you got Microsoft coming in. They're going to. We have a list here that I'm looking through to give an idea of what we think is going to be at the show and what specifically they're going to talk about. Gears of War 3.
Well, that was last E3, but they're going to do it again.
Yeah, the game was supposed to come out in March, but got delayed to fall. I'm guessing it's because their online features are being screwed around with. They were also supposed to be having a Gears of War Kinect game,
but it didn't turn out well.
It sounds like Cliff Bleszinski is getting around saying the game was never going to happen now.
This is one prediction I have, and my brother disagrees with me, that I think that most of the hardcore games, not all of them, they're going to have a Kinect enability. Like they're going to have some kind of head tracking feature or something. It's just a hypothesis. I mean, they talked about it before, so they might try to bring it in this time.
Yeah.
But either way, they need the hardcore Kinect games, because so far all the mainstream Kinect games have been pretty much casual or non-hardcore.
Yeah.
I don't know what you should call that.
So I'm going to go, I guess we'll go, speaking of Kinect, we know that there's Kinect Sports 2.
Yes.
Rareware has been kind of devolved into this Kinect device.
They
actually have like 2 or 3 teams working at the same time. So far we've been seeing Kinect, because of Kinect Sports, they had another game that got canceled. But I'm willing to bet that Kinect Sports 2 is making enough this year to keep people interested in the system.
As a little throw in there, I think that Rare might throw us a curveball. They might throw in a hardcore Kinect game.
I don't believe it.
You don't think to do like
Kinect,
Perfect Dark or something?
Have you seen? They've completely revamped the entire interior of that company. It now looks like it's predominantly a Kinect-based company.
Okay, so they're going to try to be like the Wii motion stuff.
The Wii.
That's what they're going to be aiming for.
They're essentially the Wii developer for Microsoft.
And speaking of another great one,
Dance Central 2.
This is probably a no-brainer.
Dance Central is like the second or third highest selling game on Kinect. There's Kinect Adventures, which is built into the thing. And then there's Kinect Sports, which is the highest standalone game.
Yeah.
Dance Central is the highest that came out.
So there's no doubt about it. Dance Central 2 is going to be coming out there. We might see a Just Dance for the HD consoles.
Here's the interesting thing. By the way, that Just Dance game might be one of their Big 10 non-sequel IPs, which they're going to be talking about for Kinect. But I do think that Harmonix is making something else besides that, which they'll unveil as well. Kinect Fitness of some sort. I have reason to believe that there's going to be a Kinect-based fitness game. But they can either push the
Heart Monitor. Do you think they're going to do Heart
No,
Monitor?
that's Ubisoft. It's in EA's territory. They're going to want something that's like something really active to get you interested in doing something. There's a lot of videos from that. You know that when they first announced Kinect as Project Natal, they had all these little things like the quiz game and the destroying thing
and the fighting game
and the scanning concept. Those things were not used, and I think this is a good opportunity for them to come up with those ideas.
All right, now let's move away from the Kinect to something that rumors been going around.
We have heard for a while there's a Halo remake.
Yes.
And I'm all the reason to believe that they will. It's a 10-year anniversary. There's no Halo game being developed by Bungie, but there's 343, and there's also another developer that are working up here on the Halo projects. If there's no remake currently in production, there's clearly another Halo game coming out this year.
I do have to say that I'm assuming there's going to be a remake because it's a 10-year anniversary, and that's everyone's favorite game, and I might think Kinect or some kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that's going to be America.
one of the things that they haven't done with the Kinect at this point is put a big franchise behind it.
And
from
Halo
Microsoft.
would be a killer
would be a big
franchise.
one, yes. Then we also have Lionhead. Lionhead they did Fable 3 last year, right?
I think so.
So we may not see something big from Lionhead this year.
We might see Milo or whatever.
But we might, that game got canceled. But I'm willing to bet there's going to be something from Molyneux in general. They just have to go like, I got
he was in
for
love
you
with the
guys.
Kinect.
Here's this game.
He was in love with the Kinect, so we're probably going to see.
He was in love with the Wii, and he didn't even have he could have a chance to develop for it. So just letting you know that. They're going to push a big third-party game, at least 2.
Several.
At their conference.
Microsoft's great with that, because the Xbox 360 has pretty much been the dominant power.
Yeah, Game Informer had a list of all the games that they thought were coming out to this particular E3.
Mm-hmm.
If you weren't Nintendo or Sony, I counted only about 10 games that weren't on 360. And I mean that. Does that either Game Informer doesn't know what's coming out for the other 2 that aren't for 360?
Or Microsoft owns
Okay,
them.
and finally, media content. They purchased Skype like 2 weeks.
This is going to be a big one,
like a month ago.
Because when they first announced the Kinect, they talked about communication.
They had that, and didn't they have like a special Kinect speaking thing that they had a while ago?
I don't know if
did it ever come out? Well, they're going to have Skype for video chat specifically to make it better.
Cross-platform. I think it's going to be cross-platform. PC to Xbox 360 Skyping.
Okay,
that's what I think.
Now, since we're running long,
all right,
I'm going to have a quick look through at the 10 non-sequel IPs that are going to be showing off with Kinect. There's a new Alan Wake game called Springwells or something like that.
Yes,
it's rumored.
It's not really a sequel. It's not really download
because
content.
Remedy specified that it was not a sequel. I'm willing to bet that this is one of those non-sequel IPs.
It might be also that, or it might also. I think it's very tangent.
I
think someone else's perspective.
Yeah, I think it could be that way. But I think that if it is a Kinect game, it would be a great opportunity to be able to see with the light, be able to see around, and be able to use the other hand to like attack or something. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Just give you an idea about that. Hole in the Wall. This has been confirmed. Hole in the Wall is a show that's currently on, I can't remember what show it is, where a giant wall comes towards you with a hole in it, you have to go through it. Well, Kinect will be perfect for that sort of project.
Tetris.
That's going to be an Xbox Live Arcade game, so that's going to be there. I just realized, well, they didn't announce, they already have announced the Gunstringer, but that's probably going to be shown in their booth anyways. Frontier, the guys who made Connectimals. I was trying to say Animals, but that didn't work. Connectimals. They're making a game, a roller coaster game, and it might not be Kinect, but I'm willing to bet it is.
It's probably, yeah, the way it's sounding, it's going to be.
Also, Codename Kingdoms.
We only saw like a real-life teaser for it. Yeah. I doubt probably going to see a trailer this year. I'm not sure it's even going to come out this year.
I don't think it is either, because rumor has it that they had switched from one Crytek developer to the other, and because the game wasn't that good. And the game is rumored to be a first-person sword-based battle game.
We've seen messed up things about that, so I hope they'll fix that.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet the game will be showing off at some point in time. Probably in form of a small trailer, maybe even a teaser trailer again, but it will be shown again. Then we have Star Wars Kinect. Yes, LucasArts is going to be developing it, but they'll be publishing it. That's a big thing. They're going to push it. That's going to make their huge game.
I think that's going to be the last game they announce. It's going to be a really powerful one. Or Halo.
I mentioned Forza World here because Forza is their big series.
And Forza 4 is
rumor has it that Forza World is going to be a more open-ended racer, and it will have the reason why I'm saying Kinect in here is because they had the whole walk-in demo before. Remember that?
Yes.
That'll be used for Kinect. That'll be a game that's subjectively Kinect. It doesn't have not subjectively, comparatively, or something to that nature, where it's mostly controller-based, but it also has control.
The hybrid game.
That's your hybrid. When you look around, that would actually have some head tracking element to it. And then I'm also expecting, this is blunt, a AAA shooter. Apparently there's a developer that they've been working with to make a AAA shooter that uses Kinect. And I think that this might be the time that we see it.
Probably a Call of Duty side story, maybe?
No, not Call of Duty. I'm talking like an internal company-owned company.
Oh. Well, we'll see what that.
I didn't even mention anything like a Crackdown 3, but I have a feeling that Ruffian isn't making another Crackdown. Okay, the final big focus, my thought, Kinect for the hardcore.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Kinect for the hardcore. They said they've won Kinect audience. They got the Kinect audience in their hand. They probably even have some hardcore fan base in there. But they want to get people to buy the software for Kinect. We've had this big droughty sort of feel for a while now. There's been a lot of dance games, a lot of exercise, a lot of kid games. And the question is, are we going to have games for the hardcore later on? And this is their chance to win them over, because if they don't by the end of this year, it'll become tiresome to everybody.
Yeah, they don't want to be known as just the dancing machine. Yeah.
Thankfully, the list here also specifies lots of games that don't use Kinect.
I think also Microsoft may have learned from last year's Z3 that you don't just dish out all the hardcore games and then talk solely about Kinect at the very end. I think it's going to be a little more of this, to some sort. Or put it in the middle, or something.
Anyway, what do you think is Microsoft's game of the year? A game for this E3, the one that kind of surprised
The
you?
Halo remake.
The Halo game.
I think that's gonna. If it's for Kinect, that'll be the dominating.
It'll be
feature.
either Halo for me or Star Wars. I think those are the two games that are going to come out and be like, this is the game that's going to make you want to get this thing.
Yeah.
All right, that's Microsoft. Also expect lots of laughter and saying, ha, 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 we sold this many. And that's going to be the big crux of it, really. So, that's all.
Peace.